Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It's a hump day Wednesday, so of course that means it's time for another weekly top 10 countdown. And I've done a couple of these countdowns so far as we continue counting down the days to the beginning of the 2024 college football season. And that is looking at the top 10 units per position in college football. So today I'm going to do another one. Today it's going to be the top 10 quarterback rooms in the world of college football, and this is courtesy of Max Chadwick, who is a writer from Pro Football Focus, and this article is from May the 30th, so it's right at 3 weeks old, so it's pretty recent. Number 10, the Missouri Tigers. Number 9, Penn State. Number 8, Notre Dame. Number 7, the Florida Gators. And number 6, Ole Miss. Again, 10 through 6, Missouri, Penn State, Notre Dame, Florida, and Ole Miss. Cracking the top 5 is the Alabama Crimson Tide. Number 4, Ohio State. Number 3, the Texas Longhorns. Number 2, the Oregon Ducks. And number 1, the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I dislike the order of this top 10. And that is because, to me, in order to have a top, room at whatever the position is, you have to have 2 or 3 experienced guys that you can count on. Like Texas being number 3, they've got 4 quarterbacks, 3 that everybody's heard of, but really truly 4 quarterbacks that right now you could send out there on game day and be comfortable winning with and be comfortable with them playing. And I know so far I've did running back units, and I think I've also did wide receiver units, and it was all teams that were very deep at that position. Well, if you go back and read this article from Max Chadwick from Pro Football Focus, when he wrote the article about this particular subject, when he was talking about Georgia, he just said basically that Georgia's number 1 because he thinks Carson Beck is the best quarterback in the country. And that might be true, but in order to have a quarterback room and a quarterback unit, you have to be deep at that position. To me, you can't just put Georgia number 1 because you think Carson Beck is the best quarterback in the nation, because he might be. But that's one player. That doesn't give you a unit. That gives you one player. So I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that he's crazy for thinking that Carson Beck is the best quarterback in the country, because he might be. But to me, you don't get the number 1 quarterback unit and the number 1 quarterback room because you had the best quarterback. Because there's always a chance that Carson Beck gets hurt. You don't want that to happen. You don't expect that to happen, but it could happen. And every other team on this list basically has at least 2 quarterbacks that you can depend on. And Georgia right now doesn't. Only because Carson Beck was there last year, and the guy that was the backup last year has transferred out of the program. So until the season starts, we really don't know for sure who the backup quarterback is going to be. But in my opinion, you can't just put somebody number 1 because they have the best quarterback in the country. A unit is more than one player. A unit is at least two players. You can't have the best quarterback room because you have one quarterback. That's not a room, that's one player. That's just my personal opinion. Any thoughts on this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I have a pet manatee named Hugh. I built a house for him. It's a habitat for Hugh Manatee. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.